Thanks for tuning in.
Everything you need?
Welcome back to more adventures of Starfield. So, I'm definitely taking an environmental damage. My suit's protective field is definitely defective and depleted. Protection on this suit is depleted. I have to either get me a new suit or figure out how to repair this one. Just thought I'd get a nice glimpse and survey this rock one last time before I get ready to get up on out of here. Like I've said in a couple of videos before, this game is so in-depth. Status effects, extreme solar radiation warning, solar protection depleted, extreme ambient cold.
Captain Walker, it is.
Hey, what up, Vasco? And I'm gonna head back into the ship, being that my suit's protection is depleted. And I had a
All
foot
systems
sprain.
looking good, boss.
Roger that. Please, anyone that's tuning in at this time, for your maximum viewing quality and entertainment, please turn your player to his max settings, that is 4K 60. Please turn your players to his max settings, which is 4K 60 frames per second. Thank you. This game has so much to offer you. It is so in-depth. It's not even funny. Only way you're not liking this game is if you choose to deliberately and purposely not like this game. Also, please bear with my audio. I'm not recording using my regular recording devices. I'm using an alternative, so please bear with my audio here. I'm also slightly under the weather. Just give me a moment going through some of my first aid items and aid items for healing. So it's looking like we're healed up from that sprain after using one of the first aid kits. Gotten rid of that joint sprain, which will hinder my effectiveness, movement, and combat effectiveness in the game. That's how in-depth this game is. I literally had a sprain, and I got the sprain because I was over encumbered carrying too much items. I swear this can never get old. Never gets old. And just like that, the blink of an eye into the night sky, we're off. And now we're back in orbit. Orbiting RNA 1. Well, excuse me, RNA 3. I apologize. Is this RNA 1 or 3? Yes, and RNA 3 is off to the left. That planet that we just left off of is definitely RNA 1, to not be mistaken. So where our next journey is leading us to, we can't just plot a jump course there, directly there, because we're out of jump range. That's how realistic the game is. You can't just, the star is like however many light years away. You can't just jump all the way there. If your ship's grav drives and jump drives literally does not have the capability to jump that. So we're just gonna have to jump to the nearest star.
Greetings, pilot. This is Sugiyama, head of Paradiso Security. I apologize for coming over this emergency channel, but we are in need of assistance concerning the large ship in orbit, and we value discretion in this matter. If you are willing and able, please see me as soon as possible at the main security office in Paradiso. Over and out.
Roger that. I'm actually gonna hail this ship and see What seems to be the issue? Hello, this is Captain Skywalker. I don't understand you. Can you hear me? I don't think this is working. I'm going to attempt a docking procedure and talk on board. Captain Skywalker, ending transmission. Yes, those only in Starfield moments. Hashtag only in Starfield. Only in a Bethesda game. Hashtag.
Captain Walker, hello. I am satisfied to see that you survived your most recent sleep.
Thanks for checking on me, Vasco. Glad to have you by my side. Now let's see if these people or anyone on the ship is hostile or not.
Remain calm. There's no reason to... You're... human. It's just that we weren't expecting to find life, let alone human life out here. We thought we were the only ones to leave Earth.
Imagine being cut off from humankind for that long. How terribly frightening that would be.
Perhaps we should greet our guests.
Of course. Manners. I'm Captain Diana Brackenridge. This is Security Officer Bomani Reader. And this is Dr. Mabuti da Costa, one of our elders.
A pleasure to meet you.
Captain Skywalker, I'm here to help.
I see. As you may have presumed, we're in a bit of a bind. Our ship has finally completed its near 200-year journey from Earth, only to find our new home seemingly colonized by... well, we don't know. Communications haven't been successful, so your arrival is fortuitous. Perhaps you'd be willing to act as a middle person between ourselves and... the others.
Incredible 200 years. How'd it take you so long to get here?
Ah, your question confirms one of our recent theories. It would seem that some form of faster-than-light travel or space-bending technology was invented during our long journey. That would explain why we would find people this far out into space. I guess technology leapfrogged us at some point. Interesting. I can only imagine that our predecessors didn't believe the technology would ever work, and so they made the decision to leave when they did.
I'd love to know more, but maybe we can get away from this airlock first?
Oh yes, of course. Where are my manners? Now then, please follow me. There's much to discuss first. We'll speak more on the matter once we reach the bridge. Dr. DaCosta, you may return to your quarters if you wish.
Thank you, Captain.
Now that we know what's
I
out
will
there,
follow you to
things
the
are
bridge,
going to be
ma'am.
more interesting
For
from here
security
on out.
purposes.
I do not believe we have need to fear our guest, but I'll allow it if you insist.
Careful waving that fancy gun around. We don't need to see what it can
Welcome
do.
to the Earth colony ship Constant. In the early 2100s, my ancestor, Rupert Brackenridge, researched a number of scientific scenarios: climate change, asteroid impact, nuclear war, global pandemic, and more. Each scenario showed the likelihood of an extinction-level event to be within 50 years. He fully believed
ELE.
Earth was destined to be rendered uninhabitable. We've always assumed that's what happened. So, he gathered the best and brightest he could find, built the Constant, and set a course for this planet here. We were told that it was the largest, most advanced ship ever constructed on Earth at the time. If you can believe, entire generations have been born, lived, and died on this ship. It really goes to show that there
crazy.
are no limits to human ingenuity and perseverance.
We've got strict rules around here, but they're strict for a reason.
Just because our equipment's old doesn't mean it won't work to take down troublemakers.
So, here we are. Let's talk.
I have to say, with technology this outdated, I'm amazed this vessel is able to navigate at all. It's almost like walking through a museum.
No matter the outcome, I won't let my crew down.
How's your crew holding up?
A bit frazzled, as you can imagine. People are anxious about discovering that we're not alone, and also worried about what will come to pass. While we hope we can work out a deal with the people on the surface, they seem reluctant to reach out, so there's no telling what will come of that. I do know that we can't afford to stay here in orbit forever. The ship was built to sustain us for many years with backup provisions just in case, but even that will come to an end eventually.
It sounds like you could use some help with your situation here.
Well, as I mentioned, we've been unsuccessful in communications with anyone up until you arrived, though not for lack of trying. But since you're asking, maybe you'd be willing to be a sort of diplomat between us and them as we attempt to resolve our situation. Does that sound agreeable to you?
I'll help. Just tell me what I need to do.
We know there's a settlement on the planet below, meaning people were here before us. You see, we intended to settle here, but we assumed that they intend to defend their claim given their presence here. We'd like you to go speak to them on our behalf and help us negotiate a solution, preferably one that favors us.
I'll try, but diplomacy may require compromise.
Yes, of course. But we need to start from a firm position and state our goal. If need be, we can compromise, work out a mutually beneficial deal or some such, but initially I'd like you to be firm with them and convince them to leave the planet to us. Let me know how they respond, and we'll go from there.
Pormir is huge. Why not just settle on the other side of it away from the others?
We thought about it, but it simply won't do. I need to think about the distant future of our people. Sure, our first settlement may be small, but our predecessors dreamt of our new civilization spreading across the globe. That will be difficult if someone else plans to do the same. While we're not completely close to the idea of sharing, it's much easier if we have complete domain over this world.
Okay, but no promises I'll be able to convince them.
Now, it makes little sense to give up before you try. Thank you, and good luck.
Wow, crazy. So basically after leaving
Just
that last
stay out of
planet
trouble.
that we was on and
Never
making
seen
our
a ship like
first
yours
jump,
before. Then again, I haven't seen any
we come
ships.
across another planet that I actually wasn't
Constant is a
even
peaceful
intending on
ship.
stopping at,
Don't change that.
to get a hail from down on the planet about this maroon spaceship
We were never
that's
trained to
stuck in the
ignore threats
planet's
coming
orbit
from
that's
outside our
obviously
ship.
having trouble with their engines. That's why they're marooned in the orbit of the planet. Like I said, those hashtag only in the Bethesda game, hashtag only in Starfield moments. Like, this game is awesome. I literally was headed somewhere else, and this game literally just, I chose to stop here because I could have ignored the hail, could have ignored the message, and just continued to jump to another planet. That's what makes
Where
this
to
game
next?
so awesome. Even Sarah's asking, where are we going
Everything
next?
looks good at my
It's a good
station,
question. All right, let's go on and get back in the helm of the ship. Let's get ready to undock. Releasing clamps. The wonders and the beauty of the unexplored, known as space and time. And the continuum. Let's go on ahead and scan and survey this planet right quick, see what resources it has to offer. And let's go on and land. Loading screen, 8 seconds. at next. Like I said earlier, once again, that just never gets old. Entering or leaving an atmosphere.
Captain Walker, do you require my assistance?
No thanks, Vasco. That'll be all. I appreciate it. Surveying the area. That looks like a nice resort building over there. Exactly what it looks like. I would have thought this was the Fifth Element, and that was Floston Paradise. And it's crazy because the building says Paradiso. There's some sort of structure back there.
A certain route showing me the beauty
So
of this
moving
world.
right along here.
But this time, our entries seem to take longer.
Thought I would be
As per a lot
nosy
more
and
open water.
listening on this
Was there
conversation
something
of
wrong
this
with our
tourist.
flight path? I heard the rumors of a ship in order.
Please allow me to apologize for this inconvenience. This alternate entry was required due to a meteor shower affecting the usual descent route. Nothing to worry about. To make up for this, allow me to credit your account with a 15% discount on spa amenities. Once again, we are dreadfully sorry.
It's okay, Viator. I know you're programmed to be overly concerned with your service. I just wanted to know why. But thank you for crediting my account anyway. Hey, I noticed you arriving at port shortly after I did. Something's been bothering me, and I've been dying to ask another guest. They told us there was a very active meteor shower, which is why we had to divert our flight path coming in for our landing. But I haven't seen a single shooting star since I've been here. That's weird, right?
It's probably nothing. I would just relax on your vacation and not worry about it.
You're probably right. I've just been feeling stressed as of late, and worrying about something silly like that will only make it worse. I should just relax here and let Paradiso melt away my worries like it always does. Thank you for grounding me.
This is your first time here. Thank you for choosing Paradiso for your vacation destination.
It'd be funny if that AI robot is actually related to Vasco. I wouldn't be surprised.
Good work with the bartender. Want to see what I'm carrying?
Let's go on and make some tweaks and changes to our inventory right quick. Gonna trade and remove anything that Sarah's carrying that I can actually sell at this ship trader and editor kiosk right next to us. I said, just gonna actually sell some of these items off that we don't need and won't be using. Might as well make a few creds for them. Those creds will definitely be of use and of service, especially when I have the perk where I have the mom and dad perk, and basically I keep sending money home to them so they can maintain living arrangements. Like I said, this game has so much in-depthness and things going on that's relevant inside of the game. I really was blown away. If you check the playlist in the earlier vids, like I said, I was really blown away.
Goodbye.
When I had to do my training to join Vanguard, and they made me run the spaceship simulation. And I basically said in the video, a simulation within a simulation, because that's basically what the game is. I'm also being funny and serious at the same time too. If you know, you know. So yes, everything, that's why scavenging in this game is really important, and paying attention to the value on the items as well as paying attention to the mass, because if you're carrying too much items with too much heavy mass, you will become over encumbered. And if you're sprinting and running around for too long while over encumbered, you can succumb to injuries like a sprain, like what I had on the other planet, that I had to use medical supplies to get rid of. That's how in depth this game is. It isn't just, oh, play the game. It's a game. It is, but it has its realism aspects to it, as well as it has its aspects of it's a game and have fun. It's a simulation.
Welcome to Paradiso. Jiro Sugiyama at your service. Do you have a security concern, or is there something else I can help you with?
Is the Paradiso security affiliated with the UC or Freestar Collective?
Neither. We're our own private force. The Paradiso group pays top dollar for top-notch security. And I dare say we're some of the best in the business. We have to be out here on the fringes of the settled systems.
Sounds like you're the guy I need to speak to.
Something I can help you with?
I'm here to speak on behalf of the ship in orbit, the ECS Constant.
Oh, it has a name. Good. Then you're already familiar with the situation, I take it. Do you know what they want?
It's an old colony ship from Earth. They believe they have claim to settle here.
Interesting. We obviously have no records of a colony ship claiming this planet. Whatever the case, you'll need to speak with Oliver Campbell, the CEO for the Paradiso Group. He's in charge of bringing all formal decisions before the board and helping to make calls on them. I'll let him know you're on your way.
All right. So it looks like his boss will be expecting us to come into the office and speak on behalf of the maroon ship, the Constant. It's crazy. Like I said, this game is just that awesome and in depth. The things that can only happen in a hashtag Bethesda game, hashtag Starfield. But I want to thank you all for tuning in. If you made it this far into the video, you're truly awesome. And even if you didn't, it's still awesome. Hope you have an amazing week. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Peace and be well. Noob out.